This is Dr. Kilgore from Dr. Kilgore's World with a flipped learning video. Our learning goal today is I can add and subtract decimals fluently. Now this video is based on all of your launch ticket and exit ticket scores. I'm noticing some similar errors, so I thought I would make a video that practices those skills so that you can start showing that you've mastered all of the concepts relating to adding and subtracting decimals. So our strategies for success are just like normal with adding and subtracting decimals. First, you have to line up the numbers based on the decimals. Look at the sign. A few of you are making errors, and I can tell that your error is that you did not look at the sign. And then number 3, annex zeros or regroup as needed. This is the main error that I'm seeing in your work with all of your exit tickets and launch tickets. So let's do some practice problems together so that we can fix these skills and make sure that you are showing mastery. Okay, so in our first problem, we're going to take 15 and subtract 2 and 31 hundredths. So let's write that down. I want you to go ahead and try the work and then come back and check it with mine. So in this problem, we take 15, we put the decimal back in at the end. We go 2 and 31 hundredths to line it up. Our sign is subtraction. We annex our zeros, that means add them back in. And then we regroup to solve. So 5 becomes a 4, 10, 9, our 0 becomes a 10. 10 subtract 1 is 9. 9 subtract 3 is 6. 4 subtract 2 is 2. And 1 comes straight down. Let's look at another example here. Let's go 47 subtract 21 and 9 tenths. So we first write them going up and down. 47, add the decimal back in, subtract 21 and 9 tenths. Our sign is subtraction. We annex our 0. This is the important step because this is where kids are forgetting to annex their zeros, so they're bringing the 9 down and skipping the regrouping piece. That's making your problems wrong. So we need to regroup right here. 7 becomes a 6. This becomes a 10. 10 minus 9 is 1. 6 minus 1 is 5. 4 minus 2 is 2. Decimal, decimal, decimal. Let's try some more practice here. 74, and we are going to add 32 and 634 thousandths. So set it up. 74, add the decimal back in. 32 and 634 thousandths. We annex our zeros, so we're looking at the same numbers. We look at our sign, it's addition. 4, 3, 6. 4 plus 2 is 6. 7 plus 3 is 10. Now I'm noticing you guys are understanding the addition part of these problems. It's the subtraction that is getting complicated and messy, And that's what I notice kids missing the most on assessments. So let's try a few more. 265 subtract 0 and 27 hundredths. 32 subtract 1 and 32 hundredths. 63 subtract 4 and 19 hundredths. And 54 subtract 7 and 9 hundredths. So pause the video now and work these problems, and then come back and check as I work the problems. Welcome back. Let's go ahead and check these problems together. We start by setting them up. 265, decimal back in, 0 and 27 hundredths. We need to annex to even our places out, and look at the sign. It is subtraction. 5 becomes a 4, 9, 10. 10 minus 7 is 3, 9 minus 2 is 7, 4, 6, 2, decimal, decimal, decimal. Over here we have 32, add the decimal back in, 1 and 32 hundredths. Annex those zeros, subtraction, subtraction. 2 becomes a 1, 10, 9, 10, subtract 2 is 8, 9, subtract 3 is 6, 0, 3 comes down, decimal, decimal, decimal. 63, add the decimal back in, 4 and 19 hundredths. Annex zeros, subtraction, subtraction. 3 becomes a 2, 9, 10 minus 9 is 1, 9 minus 1 is 8, 6 becomes a 5, 2 becomes a 12, 8, 5, decimal, decimal, decimal. 54, add the decimal back in, 7 and 9 hundredths. Subtraction, subtraction. Annex my zeros. 4 becomes a 3, 10, 9, 10. 10 minus 9 is 1. 9 comes down. 5 becomes a 4. 3 becomes a 13. That makes 6 and 4. Decimal, decimal, decimal. Here is your work for those problems. I hope that this video has helped you to understand how to subtract from whole numbers when you have decimal numbers. I hope it helps you do well. We will see on the exit ticket today because these kinds of problems will be on there. Have a great day, do great practice, and I will see you tomorrow.